as I left you, I came round the corner, and here they were sitting, waiting patiently. It's like they knew exactly where I was going to drive and look for them this morning. Now, I've got 1, 2, 3 of the lionesses, and I think I've got all the cubs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, all 8 cubs are accounted for and present. Now, they're starting to walk in front of my vehicle. As you can see me ducking, trying to get out of the view. And the lionesses definitely look a little bit on the hungry side. So I know there's going to be I think there's going to be quite a bit of action this morning. Hopefully they'll pick up the scent of some buffalo. There have been quite a few footprints of the buffalo around this area. So that's going to be quite exciting. We'll just let them all walk past us. And of course we've got 3 cubs that have decided they're not quite ready to move just yet. I'm also going to have to just update the sighting every now and then on the radio, just to let the other guides know. Now, it's a beautiful, cool day for them to keep moving and perhaps look for something to eat. They won't expend too much energy if they do attempt to make a hunt. Here we go, all greeting each other, rubbing heads. It's always quite sweet to see. Now, before I move, I'll just wait for the 2 that are still fast asleep, the 2 little cubs, to get up and come this way. We'll just quickly update and let everybody know that's what's happening. 3 Nkuhuma lionesses and all 8 cubs who are at Drakensberg Central Junction. They seem to be moving in more of a northerly direction. It's just myself here. There we go. The other 2 have decided to wake up and are coming back. Last mobile, go again. They're up and down. They're moving into the block now just west of Drakensberg Central Junction. Sorry, I'm just letting everybody know what's going on, because we don't want these lions to cross out. We obviously want to try and get everybody to come through and have a look. Here we go. Now we've still got 1 little cub that's been left behind that is showing no interest in looking, and you can see that there's a concerned female staring back in the distance, sort of going, "Oi, you better get a move on. This was not our plan this morning to rest. We need to catch some breakfast." You can see that lioness is looking very impatient. I would be quite nervous if that was that cub, because if my mother gave me that stare, I'd only know that I'd be in trouble. Right, let's very quickly go back to Byron and see how it's all going on down there.
Oh my word, look at this everyone, these lions just managed to catch a young calf. This is incredible. We did it, we couldn't see them for a second, and we caught a glimpse of 1 lioness stalking the herd. Remember I said these buffalo had moved almost directly straight towards the lionesses, or the lions. And the next thing, we heard them running, caught a glimpse of a lioness, and we just heard the distress call from the buffalo. We've driven in here now on this, and they've managed to pull down this young buffalo. This is incredible, absolutely incredible. Watch how that male has got a chokehold on the buffalo, trying to suffocate it, and also prevent it from calling, because usually what happens if that buffalo gives off the distress call, the rest of the herd will come back and try and help it. Oh, that was incredibly quick. Literally from seeing the buffalo running to these lions moving into the area, it was incredibly fast. Must have been 2 minutes, 3 minutes. This isn't always easy to see, but we need to remember this is nature, and these animals do need to eat. And as you were saying, the lions are doing very well with hunting buffalo at the moment. And these lionesses are quite fortunate to have this male around, because he's really powerful and able to help hold and kill this buffalo. The other lioness is just off to the right, and she's actually watching the rest of the herd. Can see the herd in the distance, see how she's poised and focused. Now, probably almost 100 meters ahead of her, the rest of the herd is right there. This is that male with that very nasty scar or gash around the face. Oh, doesn't look very good at all. But I do think that if he carries on eating and perhaps cleaning it, maybe the other lions clean it too, then he may heal quite quickly. These animals have the amazing ability to heal very quickly. See how that lioness is starting to feed on the rump? That's where a lot of the soft meat is. So it's easier to get a good bit of meat and get into the carcass. That really happened so quickly. Brian and I didn't see the actual takedown. We just heard, we could see the lions run, heard the buffalo running, and we heard the quick distress call, that very, very distinct buffalo distress call. And we drove in here quickly, and as we got here, they had already brought it down. So quick, so efficient. It was amazing.